Hey, welcome to the 7AA preview show. My name is Lawrence Morgan, joined by Bent Bird. We're going to bring you a preview of past Friday night's games as well as our analysis of this week's games each week. We'll start by talking about Dade County.
Yep. To me, Dade County comes in, new coach, Jeremy Pruitt's dad, actually, big time hire for Dade County, coming over from the Alabama ranks. 0-2 to begin the year. Looking for a win this week. What do you got on Dade County?
Yeah, Dade started the season with home losses to Gordon Lee and North Sandmountain. I actually think they went to North Sandmountain, lost 28-26 in a close one. Hosting Trine this weekend. I think it's going to be a tough game. Webb's already gone over 200 yards on the season the first two games. He had 146 and 3 touchdowns this past Friday night.
Yeah, I think as Webb goes, as Dade County goes currently, I think.
You saw Trine play in the scrimmage. You think they'll be able to shut down that run game?
I think what Dade tries to do is kind of mirror to what Trine's offense is. They run the little speed sweep, stuff like that. So I think it's probably going to be a bad day for Dade because I feel like Trine has a couple more athletes, better lines, experienced quarterback. Should be interesting, but I'd give the edge to Trine right now.
I know Dade's given up 300-plus yards in both games, trying to have the offense to put 300 up on them.
Yeah, I honestly I think they do. I think they have just enough pass to keep it from stacking the box, and then you're going to have, if you know Trine at all, they're going to run right up the middle. If you can't stop the fullback, you might as well forget it because they're going to run them right until they have actually two. I've seen that they can run right up the gut on it.
So. All right, Armurchie. They were off this week. They dropped one in Murray County week 1, 30-12. They host Haralson County this Friday night.
Now, Haralson County got a win last week, I believe. Coming to Armurchie, I don't know a lot about Haralson besides the record. Armurchie trying to come back. Been struggling late, but I like the direction they're going. I just don't know if they've got enough to beat Haralson County early in the season.
Yeah, I think Coach Jeremy Green's been doing a great job out there, getting the community behind the team. They're the smallest school in 2A.
Wow.
So, depth's a problem out there. They lost their starting quarterback, starting linebacker for the season. Both of them got hurt in Murray County, so they're going to be stretched thin this weekend. And I know Haralson comes in huge, man. They got a lot of 300-pound guys across the offensive defensive line, a couple of 6'1", 200-pound defensive ends. It's tough to run.
Oh, that's always tough in offensively when you can bring those size guys in high school, any classification. That's tough to go through.
They had the state's leading rusher last year. He graduated playing at Cumberland University and still got the same offensive line, though. They can put anybody back there. Gordon Central. Gordon Central's got a kind of an interesting game this weekend. They're hosting Gilmer. Gilmer just snapped the longest losing streak in Northwest Georgia.
Did those teams play last year?
They did, and Gordon Central beat them like 44-14.
Wow, I think Gordon Central is another one of those teams, kind of like Armurchie, that's on the rise. I like the attitude. I like, kind of never quit, be physical, never back down mindset. I think that they might get a win. Don't know how many more, but I think they will get that win.
Yeah, I was actually surprised. I do that pick'em thing, and they're a 20-point favorite going into Friday night.
20-point favorite.
Yeah, and I was kind of surprised by that. I had a chance this summer to go up and watch Gilmer practice.
Gotcha.
I love Coach Saunders up there, man. He's tough cat for sure. And it's pretty impressive that win they had Friday night, 55-21 over Towns.
Man, kind of makes you think about it, but shockingly, though, those odds you're talking about, they've been right so far this season. So I don't know if you want to steer away from those or not.
Model. What have you seen out of Model so far?
Model is, I don't want to say a mixed bag, but I expected a little more early, especially in the game against the Fed. I know they lost in a real close game. Another close one this past week. Model is going to be a team that keeps getting better. This week, who they face this week?
Going to North Murray.
North Murray. North Murray lost the big quarterback from last year, correct?
They have a quarterback in this year that, I think is better.
Think it's better? Is it what class is he? Is he a sophomore?
Senior.
He's a senior.
He's waiting his turn.
Wow. So that doesn't bode well for the opponents if you think he's better than the guy last year. But I thought he was pretty good. Another tough matchup. I hate to say they might start 0-3, but honestly, I think a lot of coaches they want to win every game, but when region is what matters, they're using these games to get better. I think you might not even have people in small classifications going both ways, which at this time, trying to see other guys, you might see people start going both ways during region play.
Yeah, when you look at the scores from the first 2 weeks, man, they're only really 2 plays away from being 2-0 right now.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's just been so close for Model. I think they're going to clip somebody very soon. Getting better.
Yeah, and going to North Murray is going to be a tough task. Man, I saw North Murray play in the spring, and they put 52 on Southeast with Whitfield in the first half.
Yeah.
That Lad McConkley, quarterback, threw a 50-yard touchdown, had a 50-yard pick six, and ran a couple touchdowns in.
I've been over to North Murray a few times. Beautiful school, great place to watch a football game, especially from the bleachers. I've watched it from the bleachers, and just looking right down on the field.
Yeah, I'm like you though. I think Model's this close to getting somebody.
Yep, I agree.
Coosa started the season with losses at Trine, and they got beat this weekend at home. Darlington got them.
Well, early in the year, I was impressed, especially in the first half of the Trine game. They really come out and took it to Trine. I thought it would be a little more sizable victory. In the end, Trine pulled away, but I was impressed with the young guys that they're starting. How many young guys did the coach?
Five sophomores and 5 freshmen are getting a lot of playing time this year for the Eagles.
That's a lot. That's a lot, especially on the varsity ranks. That's normally what you would see in the JV ranks, but that bodes well for the future for Coosa, though.
I mean, the one stat that kind of alarmed me this week was they were sacked 9 times, which is not surprising against Darlington because they're probably outmatched on the offensive line.
I mean, who's blocking Big Tate?
Right. But they're hosting Mount Zion this Friday night. Mount Zion lost their opener to Lamar County.
Okay. Mount Zion coming in.
Got a 6-8.
It's going to be an interesting game. That classification we were talking about earlier has been extremely good early in the year. I think Mount Zion's the only loss, I think.
They have a lot of size on the defensive line, which I think will give Coosa trouble. They got a D1 defensive end that's 6'2", 220 that might be hard for Coosa to stop.
Oh yeah.
He'll probably spend a lot of time in the backfield Friday night.
Well, we'll see what they can do. I mean, I feel like that they're just going to get better each game, especially being as young as they are.
Coach does a great job out there. Wheeler's a good coach. He'll get them boys ready. What about Chattooga? They shut out of Daresville week 1, went down to Wesleyan this Friday night, lost 28-6. I know you were there.
Yeah, I was there for the game down at Wesleyan. I'll say that the Wesleyan people very nice. Stadium was nice. Good atmosphere down there. Huge student section. I hate to give them a plug, but the student section was the best that I've seen probably in any game that I've been to in a while. Early, it was a punt fest, honestly. Defenses were playing well. They're kind of filling each other out. And then Wesleyan had a fake punt there late in the second quarter. They got them going, returned a touchdown, a kickoff for a touchdown right following the halftime. And that was kind of it.
What was the biggest difference between the 2 weeks that you saw? I know Chattooga shut out of Daresville 20-0. They gave up 28 down there this Friday night. Is there a big difference in the skill level between the Daresville and Wesleyan? Or?
I believe size was one thing. But the Wesleyan was much bigger. They had more skill. Quarterback was more skilled. Taking nothing against the Daresville, I just think the quarterback had more experience and a better line to block for him. The defense was tough. I mean, you could tell Wesleyan was well coached. They were in position. They stacked the box, trying to stop the run for Chattooga.
Pepperell Dragons lost at Darlington week 1, 17-7. They're hosting Pickens County this Friday night.
Well, the loss at Darlington is looking better, 17-7. Darlington is looking to be a really good team, especially with Big Tate and the running back. That running back they have, he seems pretty dynamic. He's got a lot of yards early in the year. But I think it's going to be tough.
The thing that concerns me about Pepperell is that run game. I think we talked about it off camera, that once they find a run game, I think they'll be dangerous.
Yeah.
In 7AA, but they scored on their opening possession against Darlington with like an 81-yard pass reception. But since then, they were shut out.
Yeah, I think they might have, especially the top two, maybe the top passing team with Peyton Rhodes out on the edge. He's tough to stop out on the edge. Gage Moses at quarterback. He's a good running quarterback as well. But I think if they could find that bell cow running back like they have had in the past,
Right. That's what they've been known for.
that will open everything up.
I guess too, there's a little concern about Gage. He took a big hit in the Darlington game. I've heard from some of the fans that he's okay and he'll be 100% come Friday night. But
good. That's always good to hear. You don't want nobody to be out.
Rockmart.
What can you
say? What do you think about the Jackets?
Was it 51-14? I know they struggled early, and I know the coach won't be happy about that, but they got it going late, and big victory. I think you're going to see simply a lot of more 54 to 14s in Rockmart.
Do you think there's anybody in 2A, 7AA that can hang with Rockmart? Give them a good game?
I think the closest competition is going to be Pepperell, Chattooga, to throw in Model, but I think it's going to be 28 plus on anybody. I don't think none of them are going to compete.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I was sitting in the stands Friday night, clicking the refresh button, getting all the scores, and I saw the end of the first quarter, Central Carrollton 6, Rockmart 0, and I got kind of worried there. But I thought with that game coming between the Cedartown and Hurd County game that they might be a little let down.
True, that's true, and I'll tell you what you got to do against Rockmart. You got to play keep away. You gotta
run the clock.
Yeah, you want to give them as less amount of possessions as you can. You want to run the clock, and there's a few teams in this region that might give it a shot.
Yeah, because I saw with the quarterback, he only had a couple of touchdowns, so it wasn't like he went out and scored a ton in that second half. It was the defense that was getting done, interceptions, punt blocks, fumble return.
Those defensive touchdowns, man, that's something that really just takes your team to another level when you can score without having the ball.
Let's talk about some of the players in 7AA that you excited to watch this year. Who do you think are some of the top?
Well, we talked about at Pepperell. We talked about Gage Moses, a quarterback, good arm, can run. Then you got Peyton Rhodes outside. I'll come back to here where we are at the Little Bighorn to Chattooga. I always like watching Lester kid, LaShawn Lester run. He had another big game, even though in a loss, 171 yards on 24 touches and a touchdown. I think he's fast. I think he's quicker than he was. I think he hits the hole quicker. I think
he's smaller than he was last year.
I think he is. I think he may be, but it ain't gonna be by much. I don't even know if he'll weigh different. He just looks a little bit.
I kind of got concerned at the end of last year watching because it looked like he was heavy.
I got you.
He ran a little heavy last year.
I think as everybody's concerned, I think he's been working hard and trying to tone up, lean up a little bit. He's physical now.
Yeah, you guys got a guy on defense too that's probably one of the top defenders in 7AA.
Oh, you must be talking about Louis Medina because he. Oh man, Westland's head coach and the whole sideline was wanting flags the other day because he just manhandled one of the running backs. I mean, he grabbed the guy and just took him to the ground, kind of a belly to back suplex style, and it's just physical. I mean, he's trying to get somebody on the ground, and the guy's not wanting to go, so he makes him go.
I know the quarterback at Rockmart stepped up this year. He's been kind of waiting in the wings the last 2 years behind Bailey. He's getting his shot. I think he's got a good chance to be 7AA Player of the Year probably for the next two seasons.
Wow, he's
Junior Watley.
Watley. I haven't watched him yet, besides maybe in a backup role last year. How's the arm? Can he
throw? Good arm.
Good arm.
Great wide receiver. He's got a big tight end, Reed Couch, that scored a touchdown this weekend.
Yeah, you got Juke Boozer too. He's a big time receiver over there. Embarrassment of riches.
It's gonna be tough. Is there anybody else that stands out? 7AA?
Well, over in Dade County, you got to talk about Malik Webb. Malik Webb injured last year. I think he's had 2,000-yard seasons already. And you were talking about how he's off to a great start this year. I think Dade goes as Malik goes. So I think if he has a good year, you can see Dade stepping up in there.
Rabbit at Gordon Central is probably one of the best two-way players around. I think he's playing quarterback this year again, and safety. Heck of a player over there. Let's talk about playoffs. I know it's early in the season. We've got a couple of games under our belt to kind of judge what's going on. Who do you see as the 4 playoff teams in 7AA?
Well, I'll keep it the same way that I've had it, and I think it's getting closer. It's going to tighten up before it loosens up, I guess you'd say. But I'd go with Rockmart at 1, and 2 right now I'd give Pepperell the edge, passing game. Right now I think it helps Pepperell out if they can find a running back for sure. I think Chattooga at 3, I just don't know many teams that's going to line up and stop Lester, and that's what they're going to have to do. Let's face it. And then 4, I like Model. I like Model to, you know, be much improved as the season goes on. I like they got a couple of running backs I've seen that I like defensively that can get after it. So I think Model is going to sneak in at the 4th spot.
Yeah, I agree with your 4. You know, Rockmart, too much to handle for anybody in 2A, much less 7AA. Pepperell, with that passing game they have, it's going to be hard to stop. Chattooga, like you said, I mean, they're tough on both sides of the ball. Probably a little bigger than most of the teams in 7AA. And for the 4th spot, Model. I think Model's going to get that offense going here in the second half of the season. They're going to catch some people, and I think they'll slide in there at number 4.
I agree.